Okay, we're in Indiana. Hello, Hoosiers. Of course, I bungled it. I didn't get the dash cam set up to get the great Welcome to Indiana sign. One of the better ones, by the way, as I've been seeing them go by. Because I want to talk about some Indiana EV stuff. Main thing is an interesting startup up in Warsaw, Indiana. Up in the upper northern corner there. That's where my old stomping ground was back in the 80s, working for Jack Hyler in the old 3rd Congressional. We had some real Donnybrooks there, as you would have expected. I digress. Let me get back to EVs. Up in Warsaw, Indiana, up there, is a startup called Slate Motor, and we're going to put a link on so you can check it out. They're building a no-frills pickup truck. They're using what's called design for manufacture, which is an auto industry term for why have 112 parts when you can have 11? To simplify it, to make the assembly cheaper, faster, more efficient, while equally reliable. Often fewer parts is more reliable, especially structurally. And to do things like, in their factory, they don't have a paint shop. Why? Paint shops are incredibly expensive. They're bottlenecks. This was a way to take setup cost out to be able to sell the vehicle cheaper. Well, how do they do color? Is it a Henry Ford thing? Everything has to be gray? No. They use highly engineered, very durable plastic panels in gray, but then they have industrial strength wrapping kits that you can pick color and pattern and all that, and it takes a ton of cost out of the vehicle, gives it a lot of customization. They have a million ideas like that. You can even convert the vehicle, which is a small pickup, into a small SUV with a cover and seating system, the whole thing. So it's an interesting experiment in can you go make a $25,000, $28,000 EV pickup that people want. It doesn't have ultimate performance. A lot of people might say I only drive 30 or 40 miles a day. 210 miles of total range is fine for me. I'll never pay gas again. So check out Slate Motors. You can order one now, refundable deposit. They say they're going to start delivering them. They're ramping up production at the end of the year. There's also cool stuff going on in Indianapolis at Allison, the powertrain maker in electrification, as well as Cummins, the diesel engine wizards. So a lot of cool Indiana stuff. It's a big auto state. It's important in EVs, both in trucking and in consumer vehicles like that Slate pickup. So, little update on Indiana. I would have loved to go up to Warsaw and look around and stop, but we're a little behind on the big trip here, and we're trying not to flout the speed limit too badly, but we're having a good time, and I sure appreciate you tuning in for everything we're talking about. All right, next stop, Missouri.